For this study, we're going to look at Eric Clapton's Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. And for those that think it's the Toy Story theme, it does sound similar, but it's not. Here we go. Your end result should sound something like this. Now the first thing we're going to do is walk you through the chord shapes and then break it down step by step so we can build this song up. It's not the normal 4 chords that you get in a row that you'd expect from most of the songs we hear nowadays. Now I'm going to focus more on the fretting hand for the first 4 chords, because it's an A2 and A7. And I'm sure you're familiar with C. There's your C chord. E7, nice easy change. All we do is lose the ring finger, and then fingers 1 and 2 jump up a string. So look how nice and graceful this exchange is. C, E7. From there we go to A. Some guitarists prefer the A like this. Some do it the other way around. And the primary difference there is the fingers 1 and 2 swap around. Now I like 1 and 2 like this. So when I go to A7, I simply do that. Now we're going to add the rhythm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus more on my strumming hand now, and we're going to come in nice and close here, and we need to be quite string specific to get our bass notes nice and strong. Now on your PDF file, you'll notice that the C chord has got a highlighted blue dot on the 5th string. So you start with the 5th string, strike the string beneath it, and then a nice down upset. That's your first C. Try it with me. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now it's also got a swing beat, which means we're not counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can hear the difference in the rhythm there. Next change is the E7. Also from the 5th string this time, not the 6th. So E7 should actually be written E7/B. And the /B means the bass note is the B note you're playing when you play the E7 like that. So if you put C and E7 together, we're going to have this. Nice blue sound to it. Then we're going to do an A to an A7. Now we go down on the A, but you can hear on that up strum, you can hear the difference in the tone of this chord. Down as an A, up as an A7. Now I'm going to zoom out so you can see the change there, so you can see the fingers at the same time. I'm going to take you through it. There's my C chord, E7, A to A7. Let's put the rhythm with. I'm going to count you in, so if you'd like to play along with, you can. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, unfortunately my finger caught the string there, so I'll do it one more time. 2 and 3 and 4 and... And then after that we go to D minor, nice easy chord, I'm sure you're familiar with this. And then again A to A7, back to D minor. Now you'll notice for this song, if you want to call it a sort of character trait, if you want to call it that, all the A's go to A7s. Don't know if it was intentional, but it sounds cool. D minor now, if you're looking at the picking hand, is going to focus more on the 4th string. So D minor, 4th string. So just to quickly assess the basic strumming pattern, if the blue dot on the PDF file starts on the 5th string, it's 5th string, 4th string, down, up. If the blue note is on the 4th string like it is for D minor, it's 4, 3, like that. So whatever your root note is, it's the root note and the string beneath it, followed by down, up. Okay. Now we're going to zoom out and I'm going to take you through the whole top line as written on your PDF file. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now after that you'll see in the top line it says riff 1. which is going to sound like this. Now at the bottom of the page you'll see it says 0 on the 4th string. There's the 1, 2 for the 2nd fret, and this 3rd fret here, that must lead you into the F chord. So that note at the end of this phrase is actually the first note of your picking rhythm we've just discussed for the song. Okay, so one more time, there's the riff leading into the F. F. We got that. Now I'm going to slow it down and take it from the top again to include the F, because once we pass the F, the rest becomes quite straightforward. Are we ready for this? 2 and 3 and 4 and... So far so good. If you're not sure, just obviously please rewind the video, consult the PDF, and if it's still not clear, drop me a WhatsApp and I'll help you out with where you're getting stuck. Now the next chord, F sharp diminished. This chord, I want you to think of a D first of all. Trust me on this, you'll see why now. We're going to go up a string, so same shape, up a string, and move it 1, 2 frets up. So your fingers 1 and 2 are in the 4th fret. Your ring finger, finger number 3, is in the 5th fret, and then the pinky comes in onto the 1st string. That's your F sharp diminished, and it should sound like this. Nice jazzy sound, and listen how cool this leads from the riff. And then after that we got another chromatic phrase going from C, then 2nd fret 5th string, 1st fret 5th string, and then open onto the A, which is part of the A chord, that's the A string, onto an A chord, strum down, up on the A7. And remember earlier we said all the A's go to A7s in this song. Now what I want to do is I want to take it one more time now, up until and including that A7th in the 2nd line, but I'm not going to show the picking hand because you know that by now. I want us to focus on the changes so you can see the chords and make sure your bass notes are nice and clear. It's definitely going to be a nice melodic sort of sense from your bass notes. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Chromatic. Notice the pause also when it goes from the A to A7th in that 2nd line. C, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open. And that's what you want to hear. After that we got a D7. I hope you know this one. Finger 1, 2nd string. 2nd finger, 3rd string in the 2nd fret. Ring finger number 3 directly beneath it. String 1, fret 2. 4th string is going to be your bass note. You can actually see it vibrating. And before I focus on the entire guitar again, watch the thumb that was busy waving at you there. We're going to grab that top E string in the 2nd fret. And you're going to pluck it like this. And that gives us D7/F sharp. So it's a D7 chord with an F sharp bass note. Quite a nice sounding chord. And then we finish with a G7, which is sort of like C, sort of just stretched open. In other words, finger 1 came down, fingers 2 and 3 went up, and there's my G7. Also a root note on the 6th string now. To finish off with, we're going to take you now the whole way through the track, and we're going to make sure you can see left and right hands, and maybe put a bit more light inside there as well. Let's do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And you start it again. Maybe a bit faster. What's the thumb? Well, that's pretty much your song. Hope you enjoyed it. And for those that know the A minor pentatonic scale, which goes something like this. If you've got a friend that's busy jamming with you, maybe they can play the chords, or you can record what I just did, and you can do this. Use your A minor pentatonic. This is fret 5, 5, 8, 5, 7. I'm calling it the fret numbers, fret 5, fret 7, and I'm gradually working my way across the fretboard, so it's going to sound like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a backtrack for the song that I have to show you how cool the scale sounds if you jam it over the track itself. Here comes the backtrack. You can hear the scale works perfectly, and now a bit of an improvise. For the overdrive, sort of a more warmer, slightly less. It doesn't have to be fast. Nice string bends. And a bit of speed, also fun with a bit of overdrive. But then again, we do lose a bit of the blues vibe. Anyway, either way, if you'd like a copy of the backtrack, please WhatsApp me up and I'll send it to you via WhatsApp. So let me know and have fun. But the chords were the main study behind this exercise. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.